Hello everyone, this is Vachaspathi, a second year IT student, a James Gosling member from CVR College of Engineering, and I am here to speak on versions of Android, and this is part 2. Last time I stopped at Froyo, so I'm going to continue from Gingerbread. So Gingerbread was released on December 6, 2010, and you can see the logo here. Let's go into the features. UI refinements for simplicity and speed. The user interface is refined in many ways across the system, making it easier to learn, faster to use, and more efficient. A simplified visual theme of colors against black brings vividness and contrast to the notification bar, menus, and other parts of the UI. Changes in menus and settings make it easier for the user to navigate and control the features of the system and device. The Android soft keyboard is redesigned and optimized for faster text input and editing. The keys themselves are reshaped and positioned for improved targeting, making them easier to see and press accurately even at high speeds. The keyboard adds the capability to correct entered words from suggestions in the dictionary. As the user selects a word already entered, the keyboard displays suggestions that the user can choose from to replace the selection. The user can also switch to voice input mode to replace the selection. New multi-touch key coding lets the user quickly enter numbers and symbols without needing to manually switch input modes. And now one-touch word selection or copy paste. When entering text or viewing a web page, the user can quickly select a word by press hold, then copy to the clipboard and paste. Pressing on a word enters a free selection mode. The user can adjust the selection area as needed by dragging a set of bounding arrows to next new positions, then copy the bounded area by pressing anywhere in the selection area. For text entry, the user can slide press to enter a cursor mode, then reposition the cursor easily and accurately by dragging the cursor arrow. 2.3 also brings an improved power management, which takes a more active role in managing the apps that keep running the device awake for too long or that are consuming CPU while running in the background. By managing such apps, closing them if appropriate, the system helps ensure best possible performance and maximum battery life. The system also gives the user more visibility over the power being consumed by system components and running apps. A shortcut to the manage applications control now appears in the options menu in the home screen and launcher, making it easier to check and manage application activity. Once the user enters manage applications, a new running tab displays a list of active applications and storage and memory being used by each. And it has got new ways of communicating and organizing. Let's go with internet calling. The user can make voice calls over the internet to other users who have SIP accounts. The user can add an internet calling number to any contact and can initiate a call from quick contact or dialer. So another feature we have got is near field communication. An NFC reader application lets the user read and interact with near field communication tags. For example, the user can touch or swipe an NFC that might be embedded in a poster, sticker, or advertisement, then act on the data read from the tag. The Downloads application gives the user easy access to any file download from the browser, email, or any other application. Downloads is still built on a completely new download manager facility in the system that any other applications can use to more easily manage and store their downloads. Camera application now lets the user access multiple cameras on the device, including a front-facing camera if available. So new developer features, and we have got here enhancements for gaming. Android 2.3 includes a variety of improvements across the system that make common operations faster and more efficient for all applications of particular interest to game developers. Applications that use native code can now receive and process input and sensor events directly in their native code, which dramatically improves efficiency and responsiveness. Android 2.3 adds API support for several new sensor types, including gyroscope, rotation vector, linear acceleration, gravity, and barometer sensors. Application can use the new sensors in combination with any other sensors available on the device to track three-dimensional device motion and orientation change with high precision and accuracy. The platform provides a software implementation of Chronos OpenSL-ES, a standard API that gives application access to powerful audio controls and effective effects from native code. Native applications can declare a new type of access activity class whose lifestyle callbacks are implemented directly in native code. So new forms of communication. We have got here internet telephony. Developers can now add SIP based internet telephony features to their applications. Android 2.3 includes a full SIP protocol stack and integrated call management services that let applications easily set up outgoing and incoming calls without having to manage sessions transport level communication or audio record or playback directly. The platform's support for near-field communication lets developers get started creating a whole new class of applications for Android. Developers can create a new applications that offer proximity based information and services to users, organizations, merchants, and advertisers. Rich multimedia. A new audio effects API lets developers easily create rich audio environments by adding equalization, bass boost, headphone virtualization, and reverb to audio tracks and sounds. Developers can mix multiple audio effects in a local track or apply effects globally across multiple tracks. The platform now offers built-in support for the VP8 open video compression format and the WebM open container format. The camera API now lets developers access any cameras that are available on a device, including a front-facing camera. So let's continue with another version. It's Honeycomb, and it was released on Feb 22, 2011, and you can see the B symbol here. So let's go into the features of Honeycomb. New UI designed from the ground up for tablets. Android 3.0 is a new version for the Android platform that is specially optimized for devices with larger screen sizes, particularly tablets. It introduced a brand new, truly virtual and holographic UI design as well as elegant content-focused interaction model. Android 3.0 builds on the things people love most about Android: refined multitasking, rich notifications, home screen customization, widgets, and more, and transforms them with a vibrant 3D experience and deeper interactivity, making them familiar but even better than before. Across the system and in all applications, users have quick access to notification status and soft navigation buttons in a system bar available at the bottom of the screen. In every application, the users have access to the contextual options, navigation, widgets, or other types of content in an action bar displayed at the top of the screen. The action bar is always present when an application is in use, although its content, theme, and other properties are managed by the application rather than the system. It has got 5 customizable home screens, which gives users instant access to all parts of the system from any content. Each screen offers a large grid that maintains spatial arrangement in all orients. Users can select and manipulate home screen widgets, app shortcuts, and wallpapers using a dedicated visual layout mode. Multitasking is a key strength of Android, and it is central to the Android 3.0 experience. As users launch applications to handle various tasks, they can use the recent apps list in the system bar to see the tasks underway and quickly jump from one application context to another. The Android soft keyboard is redesigned to make entering text fast and accurate on large screen sizes. When entering or viewing text, a new UI lets users quickly select a word by press hold and then adjust the selection area as needed by dragging a set of bounding arrows to new positions. Users can then select an action from the action bar, such as copy to the clipboard, share, paste, web search, or find. Android 3.0 includes new connectivity features that add versatility and convenience for users. Built-in support for media or picture transfer protocol lets users instantly sync media files with a YouTube USB connected camera or desktop computer without needing to mount a USB mass storage device. Users can also connect full keyboards over either USB or Bluetooth for a familiar text input environment. Android 3.0 platform includes an updated set of standard applications that are designed for use on large screen devices. The browser includes a new feature that lets users navigate and organize more efficiently. Multiple tabs replace browser windows, and new incognito mode allows anonymously browsing. Bookmarks and history are presented and managed in a single unified view. The camera and application has been redesigned to take advantage of a large screen for quick access to exposure, focus, flash, zoom, front-facing camera, and more. To let users capture scenes in new ways, it adds built-in support for time-lapse video recording. The gallery application lets users view albums and other collections in full screen mode. The Contacts app uses a new two-pane UI and fast scroll to let users easily organize and locate contacts. The application offers improved formatting of international phone numbers as user types based on home country and an international number parsing library. The email application uses a new two-pane UI to make viewing and organizing messages more efficient. The app lets users select one or more messages, then select an action from the action bar, such as moving them to a folder. So, new UI framework for creating great tab apps. Starting with Android 3.0, developers can break the activities for their applications into subcomponents called fragments, then combine them in various ways to create a richer, more interactive experience. Android 3.0 offers an updated set of UI widgets that developers can use to quickly add new types of content to their applications. The new UI widgets are redesigned for use on large screens such as tablets and incorporate the new holographic UI theme. Several new widget types are available, including a 3D stack, search box, a date time picker, number picker, calendar, pop-up menu, and others. Home screen widgets are popular with users because they offer fast access to application-specific data directly from the home screen. Android 3.0 lets developers take home screen widgets to the next level, offering more types of content and new models of interaction with users. The platform provides each application with its own instance of the action bar at the top of the screen, which the application can use to give the user quick access to contextual options, widgets, status, navigation, and more. The application can also customize the display theme of its action bar instance. Notifications are a key part of Android user experience because they let applications show key updates and status information to users in real time. Android 3.0 extends this capability, letting developers include richer content and control more properties. The platform offers convenient new interaction modes that developers can use. For managing collections of items in lists or grids, developers can offer a new multi-select mode that lets users choose multiple items for an action. The platform includes a flexible new animation framework that lets developers easily animate the properties of UI elements such as views, widgets, fragments, drawables, or any arbitrary object. Android 3.0 offers a new hardware-accelerated OpenGL renderer that gives a performance boost to many common graphics operations for applications running in the Android framework. Android 3.0 is the first version platform that designed to run on either single or multi-core processor architecture. Applications can now pass an M3U playlist URL to the media framework to begin an HTTP live streaming session. Android 3.0 includes an extensible DRM framework that lets application manage protected content according to a variety of DRM mechanisms that may be available on the device for application developers. The Framework API offers an consistent, unified API that simplifies the management of production content regardless of the underlying DRM engines. In Android 3.0, developers of device administration applications can now support new types of policies, including policies for encrypted storage, password expiration, password history, and password complex character required. Android 3.0 brings a new UI design for tablets and other large screen devices, but it was also fully compatible with applications developed for earlier versions of the platform or for smaller screen sizes. And now let's go with the another version, ice cream sandwich. Ice cream sandwich was released on October 18, 2011. So this is the icon. So let's go into the features. Android 4.0 builds on the things people love most about Android: easy multitasking, rich notifications, customizable home screen, resizable widgets, and deep interactivity. Focused on bringing the power of Android to the surface, Android 4.0 makes common actions more visible and lets user navigate with simple, intuitive gestures. Redefined animations and feedback throughout the system make interactions engaging and interesting. An entirely new typeface optimized for high resolution screens improves readability and brings a polished modern feel to the user interface. Virtual buttons in the system bar lets user navigate instantly to back, home, and recent apps. Multitasking is a key strength of Android, and it's made even easier and more visual on Android 4.0. The Recent Apps button lets users jump instantly from one task to another using the list in the system bar. The list pop-ups to show thumbnail images of apps used recently. Tapping a thumbnail switches to the app. Rich and interactive notifications let users keep in constant touch with incoming messages, playbook tracks, see real-time updates from apps, and much more. New Homescreen Folders offer a new way for users to group their parts and shortcuts logically just by dragging one onto another. Also, in the apps launcher, users can now simply drag an app to get information about it or immediately uninstall it or disable pre-installed app. Home screens in 4.0 are designed to be content rich and customizable. Users can do much more than add shortcuts. They can embed live application content directly through interactive widgets. The lock screens now let users do more without unlocking. From the slide lock screen, users can jump directly to the camera for a picture or a pull down the notification window to check for messages. When listening to music, users can even manage music tracks and see album art. When an incoming call arrives, users can now quickly respond by text message without needing to pick up the call or unlock the device. On the incoming call screen, users simply slide a control to see a list of text responses and then tap to send and end the call. Android 4.0 makes managing notifications, recent apps, and browser tabs even easier. Users can now dismiss individual notifications apps from recent app list and browser tabs with a simple swipe of a finger. The soft keyboard in Android 4.0 makes text input even faster and more accurate. To fix misspelled words more accurately, Android 4.0 adds a spell checker that locates and underlines errors and suggestions to replacement words. Android 4.0 introduced a powerful new voice input engine that offers a continuous open microphone experience and streaming voice recognition. The new voice input engine lets users dictate the text they want for as long as they want, using the language they want. Mobile devices can now make extensive use of network data for streaming content, synchronizing data, downloading apps, and more. To meet the needs of users with tiered or metered data plans, Android 4.0 adds new controls for managing network data use. A variety of new features greatly enhance the accessibility of Android 4.0 for blind or visually impaired users. Most important is a new Explore by Touch mode that lets users navigate without having to see the screen. So, touching the screen once triggers audible feedback that identifies the UI component below. A second touch in the same component activates it with a full touch event. The new mode is especially important to support users on new devices that use virtual buttons in the system's bar rather than dedicated hardware buttons or trackballs. Designed for the way people live, Android 4.0 integrates rich social communication and sharing touch points across the system, making it easy to talk, email, text, and share. Throughout the system, a user's social groups, profiles, and contacts are linked together and integrated for easy accessibility. At the center is a new People app that offers rich profile information to help organize appointments and events. An updated calendar app brings together personal, work, school, and social agendas. With user permission, other applications can contribute even to the calendar and manage reminders for an integrated view across multiple calendar providers. The camera app includes many new features that lets user capture special moments with great photos and videos. After capturing images, they can edit and share them easily with friends. When taking pictures, continuous focus, zero shutter lag exposure, and decreased shot-to-shot speed help capture clear, precise images. Stabilized image zoom lets user compose photos and video in the way they want, including while video is recording. For new flexibility and convenience while shooting video, users can now take snapshots at full video resolution just by tapping the screen as video continues to record. The Gallery app now makes it easy to manage, show, and share photos and videos. For managing collections, a redesigned album layout shows many more albums and offers larger thumbnails. An improved picture gallery widgets lets users look at pictures directly on their home screen. Live Effects is a collection of graphical transformations that add interest and fun to videos captured in the camera app. Users can now share what's on their screens more easily by taking screenshots. Hardware buttons lets them snap a screenshot and store it locally. Android has always been cloud connected, letting users to browse the web and sync photos, apps, games, email, and contacts whenever they are and across all of their devices. The Android browser offers an experience that's as rich and convenient as a desktop browser. It lets users instantly sync and manage Google Chrome bookmarks from all of their accounts, jump to their favorite content faster, and even save it for reading later in case there's no network available. In Android 4.0, email is easier to send, read, and manage. For composing email, improved auto-completion of recipients helps with finding and adding frequent contacts more quickly. For easier input of frequency text, users can now create quick responses and store them in the app, then enter them from a convenient menu when composing. Android is continuously driving innovation forward, pushing the boundaries of communication and sharing with new capabilities and interactions. Android Beam is an innovative, convenient feature for sharing across two NFC-enabled devices. It lets people instantly exchange favorite apps, contacts, music, videos, almost anything. It's incredibly simple and convenient to use. There's no menu to open, application to launch, or pairing needed. Android 4.0 introduces a completely new approach to securing a device, making each person's device even more personal. Face Unlock is a new screen lock option that lets users unlock their devices with their faces. It takes advantage of the device front-facing camera and state-of-the-art facial recognition technology to register a face during setup and then to recognize it again when unlocking the device. Support for Wi-Fi peer-to-peer lets users connect directly to nearby peer devices over Wi-Fi for more reliable high-speed communication with the Wi-Fi Availance Certification Program. So I end the video here, And thanks for watching, and I thank my seniors for supporting me.